Happy Wisdom Wednesday, everyone. So this week's book of the week is a classic, well, from a line of classics, that is, and that's called Do the Work by Steven Pressfield. Now, many of you may know of Steven Pressfield because of his seminal piece, The War of Art. Break through the blocks and win your inner creative battles. Now, I first got introduced to this book because Seth Godin, who's one of the great writers of our time, talked about this book. And the way he described this book, he said that, why did it take so long for this book to fall into my hands? And The War of Art talks about the battle that every person, whether an entrepreneur or an artist, faces. And that's a daily battle with the resistance. Now, what is the resistance? The resistance is the most toxic force on the planet in the sense that it will prevent you from really achieving your true potential, right? Anything that favors long-term growth over short-term satisfaction, the resistance shows up to prevent you. The resistance is very much like this lawyer that shows up when you're about to dive in to, let's say, an entrepreneurial pursuit or creative work and say, maybe we should do a little bit more research. Maybe we're not quite ready yet. Maybe we might fail, right? And so Do the Work builds on top of that. And it's a great piece for those of us who are looking to start this journey, whether it's on the entrepreneurship side or on the artistic side. And we have that resistance that we're going to be met with. Now, it's a great book, especially for those who are, let's say, going to start their own company or pursue writing a book or anything that's a long-term project where the resistance shows up, where you say, hey, let's do a little bit more research. And what I really found interesting about this book, because again, it talks about the different points through this project that resistance will show up. And the book is written in a way that's very easy to read, very artistic, and very enjoyable. And more importantly, one of the interesting takeaways I got from this book is that for that person who's ready to pursue this extremely difficult project, whether it's starting a company or, let's say, writing a book, in that ignorance and arrogance are actually the artist and entrepreneur's best friend. And I thought that was very interesting because the way that Pressfield shares is that the artist or entrepreneur, in any case, has to be ignorant enough to not realize how difficult this enterprise they're about to pursue is. Just completely ignorant about how much it's going to take, but at the same time, arrogant and cocky enough to know that they can pull it off. And I thought that was a really interesting take on how we should look at it because, in today's society, we usually look at arrogance and cocky in a very bad way, but Steven Pressfield uses it as a tool to help you push through the resistance so that way you can take action on these pursuits. So that's the book of the week. I highly recommend it. Love it. And definitely make sure to go out and get his other book, The War of Art. This is kind of the thing that kicked off all his series of books. So those are the books of the week. Hope you have a great Wisdom Wednesday. And as always, I'll see you next week as always. Bye for now.